Alrighty, hello and welcome. Drac Vader here, doing a Let's Play of Star Trek Online. Decided to pick up an old game that I haven't given much of a chance. Doing some school-related work with this, honestly. Finishing up a game development degree, well, programming degree, and taking a game development class, and one of our last projects is to look at a game that received some mediocre scores here on Metacritic and kind of do a review and see what we'd change about it to make it better. And Star Trek definitely received some mediocre reviews throughout its life. I know I was very highly anticipating it when it first came out, but it really did not fit what I thought it was going to be and what I hoped it was going to be. But it's been years. I believe now about 8 years? 9 years. I should actually look that up, to be honest with you, but that'll be something I know for next time. But what's important, I'm going to have Luna Firefly Gaming with me tonight, going through the first couple missions, maybe an hour, 2-hour stream. I'm not quite sure yet, but we're gonna play it, dig into it, and you'll get to kind of see a running commentary of my thoughts, I guess, and future me if you're watching this so that you can do that final project. Good luck. Alright, so for the kind of vanilla experience, I've played this in the past. When they released the Romulans, I really dug into that, played it for a couple months straight and then kind of stopped. But now that it's owned by someone else and there's the whole cryptic currency stuff, and I don't know, that's what I'm here to find out, is what it's like now as a new player, coming from nothing, kind of in a vanilla experience. So let's see. Do Andorian. Customize the appearance. Oh, need to go back to career. Science. Yes, yes. Appearance. Yep, going old school. And he's going to be my height in real life. There we go. Kind of a little disappointed. I thought I remembered this being much more able to tweak it down and get it narrowed to exactly how you want. This is a little disappointing that the character customization is lots of hairdos, though. I kind of think that's just going to have to work.
Shooting for some wiggly antennae, huh?
Oh yeah, gotta love the Andorians. Have you gotten it to launch, Luna?
It's patching?
Okay.
Apparently I have an account that I don't remember.
Oh, there is the advanced options. Huzzah! Okay, that makes me a little happier, but I'm not going to force a stream to watch through all this stuff. Uniform, however. Let's see. The Wrath of Khan uniforms were just the best. Just have to say that. Okay. I think that's enough messing around with character customization. Even though I could do it for a while. Yes. What's up?
Your commentary, I'm watching your Twitch.
Okay.
There's like a 30-second delay.
So, interesting note. There are 4 different Andorian races. Or, sexes. So, you have the... God, I'm trying to remember. I think it's, Zhen, which is female. The Shen, which is also female. The Shen carries the baby, but the Zhen has the zygote. For all intents and purposes, 2 females, 2 males, but they all somehow contribute to it. Then you have the Chan and the Thon, which both roughly equate to males, so... Vader. Formal. Dracanis. Vader. Ooh, what are we gonna name our ship? It's a science vessel, so... Ah! Oh, the quality of graphics.
After I left Starfleet, I made it my life's work to reunite the Romulans with their Vulcan brothers. For many years, I lived among them and waged a campaign of peace. Live long. And 21 years ago, the star of the Hova system went supernova and sent a wave of devastation across the quadrant. I promised to save the Romulan homeworld. I failed. The planets Romulus and Remus were destroyed. Countless billions were killed. My home, my friends, my life, all are memories. Time does not stop for one man, and neither does history. The chaos in Romulan space gave the Klingon Empire an opportunity to expand its territory. Jimpak, the Chancellor of the High Council, traded diplomacy for the tip of a blade. Only in battle, Jimpak says, is a Klingon truly Klingon.
That explains why the Klingons are at war with us again.
The Klingons, but war was inevitable. The Romulans want revenge for their lost world. The Dominion is rebuilding its forces.
Interesting.
Now the Borg have reappeared, and the Alpha Quadrant balances on the edge of ruin. The fate of the galaxy rests in your hands.
Okay. I love the fact that they have voiceovers with the actual actors that played some of the famous roles. It's brilliant. It's the reason why I was so excited about Star Trek Online when it originally was trailered. They had Leonard Nimoy, the voice of Spock, actually do the trailer for Star Trek Online back in 2000, I think 7 or 8. It was before my son was born. And it pulled me in, it sucked me in. I did the pre-order thing, and when the Del Taco cups came out, I had to have all the collectible cups, and paid the subscription, paid for the game, was super in love with the idea of it. And as you'll see throughout the playthrough, it's really grindy, and that's the biggest problem. And the only game that I've found that's a multiplayer game that doesn't feel like just a grinding hot mess has been Guild Wars 2, and even that I don't play regularly anymore because, well, honestly, not any of my friends do. So without friends playing it, it really doesn't interest me, which is why I'm so happy Luna is joining me with my look back at Star Trek Online. Thank you. Alright. Welcome to Star Trek Online. Today is graduation day, and you'll soon be embarking on your training cruise, where the bulk of your ship is manned by cadets like yourself.
You're welcome!
This tutorial will introduce you to the basic controls of Star Trek Online, including movement, combat, and interacting with characters and objects. Fantastic. Okay.
People you can interact with have icons above their heads. You can press the interaction key, default F, to talk with them.
Okay.
Finally, I was beginning to think you forgot what today was.
How could I? You reminded me every day for the past month. Did you get your assignment yet?
Of course, I was first in line. Oh, before I forget, I think Rasky is just ahead. He wanted to thank you for helping him cram for the astrometrics final.
Anytime. I love astrometrics. Oh, a
There you are.
Saladian?
I wanted to thank you for helping me pass that
Saldana.
final, and for all the other times you've helped me. I've always admired you. I hope Starfleet recognizes all you've done to lead our class. What ship did you get?
I haven't received my assignment yet.
Good luck. Before you report to Lieutenant Farah and get your assignment, you should find Tavrel. She wanted to talk to you. She's just up the pathway.
So it's in stuff like the tree models and the textures that you can really see the age of this game. I mean, that's two-dimensional, because if you get it at the right angle, it disappears. And the straight edges on the geometries. I get why this was done, how it was done, when it was done, but with all of the patches that have been out, you know, I played EVE Online for a long time too, and when I started that game, it was in need of a major graphics overhaul, and they did some, and then they did a major overhaul a couple years back, and it's now beautiful. The graphics is definitely something that needs attention. Okay, back into character.
Greetings.
Why, hello. I should hate you because I'm Andorian, and Andorians and Vulcans hate each other, or used to. This is hundreds of years past that, but... Rixel said you had something to tell me?
It was good of you to encourage me to retake the linguistics final. I was willing to accept my original results, but you saw that I was not at my best that day. My score increased by 12.8% on the second attempt, well within my standard norms. Now I am qualified to serve as both a science officer and a communications officer.
Well, that's wonderful, Tavrel.
Morik would like to see you as well. He is ahead of us on the path. Live long and prosper.
Live long and prosper.
Your mini-map shows you where your objectives are. An arrow will appear on the mini-map if you are far away from your objective.
I'm going to run like an idiot, because that seems like a good idea. Look at me. Oops. Oh. That way. Oh, there's the arrows. That's one way you can always tell the player from the NPCs. NPCs walk. Briskly, but they walk. Players run.
There you are! Getting excited yet? Once we finish our training cruise, we'll all be full-fledged ensigns. The buzz is, Captain Taggart hasn't named all of his senior staff yet. From what I heard, the advanced phaser training simulation is tripping people up.
Really, tell me more. Or don't. Okay.
Good afternoon, Cadet. What can I do for you?
Is this where I get my training cruise assignment?
Yes, I have the complete assignment list here. Name?
Dracanis Chivator.
Let's see. Interesting. Report to Captain Taggart. He's in the office behind me.
Is there a problem?
You're going to have to ask him.
Well, that's never good.
Objects you can interact with have a glow around them. Press F to interact with a doorbell to notify Captain Taggart of your presence.
Cadet.
You asked to see me, sir?
I did. I've been following your progress here at the Academy, and I must say, I'm impressed.
Thank you, Captain.
I'm just looking at your final test scores, but I don't see your results for the advanced phaser training program.
I am not a tactical officer, sir. I concentrated on courses for my career track.
I want everyone on my senior staff to run that program, and I want to see good results, no exceptions.
Did you say senior staff?
I did. Like I said, I've been following your career here at the Academy. If you complete that program, I can put you on my bridge. I'll ask my tactical officer to set it up.
Your tactical officer, sir? Who's that?
Another fine cadet like yourself. Her scores were almost as good as yours, but her record has a few blemishes. Still, I'm sure Cadet Flores will settle down and become a fine officer someday. I'll tell Flores to meet you out in the quad. Talk to her to start the phaser training, and I'll see you when you're finished. You're dismissed, Cadet.
Yes, sir. That's cool, I even saluted.
I got the tactical officer spot. Just what I wanted. Where'd you end up?
Captain Taggart says he wants me on the senior staff, but I have to pass advanced training first. Advanced phaser training first.
You never did that? I thought you were Mr. Extra Credit. Everyone knows that Captain Taggart expects all his top people to pass that program.
Now you tell me.
Don't worry, you'll do fine. Come on, I'll take you to the holodeck and set it up.
Lead the way.
Seems most of our class ended up on Captain Taggart's ship.
Probably for the best, though. I hear he's really good at what he does.
Have you seen the whales in San Francisco Bay? I never seem to spot them.
I've seen them
I
once
sometimes
before.
forget that Boothby is a hologram. He seems like such a fixture here at Starfleet Academy.
To sprint, tap the shift key
I
while
think
moving.
it's a little
Last
weird.
one of the console buys the first round tonight.
Well, in that case... I'm buying.
Setting up the training program now. I hope Holodeck 2 is your lucky holodeck.
Have any advice for me? I want to pass this.
Shoot stuff, don't die. Pretty basic, really.
I'll need a
Phasers
phaser.
are in the lockers by the holodecks. You can grab one there.
Let's go.
Press the V key to scan the area. Your tricorder will point you toward your nearest objective.
Victor.
The pistol has been automatically equipped.
Okay, and keep going this way, it looks like. Okay, another design qualm. This kind of again goes with the graphics. If you're going to use such a reflective and shiny metal, wouldn't you want character reflections? And ceiling height is ridiculous, and I know it's because of camera views and third-person camera, but
Move to the
I'd
center of the room.
think there'd be some way to fix that. It makes sense in a holodeck, but okay, here we go. Let's get in the center of the ring. Whoa.
In combat, right-click on a target to fire your weapon. While in combat, certain actions are disabled. Once you drop out of combat, more detail about ground combat will become available. Targeting. Lesson 1 of 6. Targeting can be accomplished via the tab key, which targets the next near primary attack, secondary attack. Expose. Lesson 4 of 6. Many secondary attacks and other abilities can place the exploit. Lesson 5 of 6. Many weapons have the flanking. Lesson 6 of 6.
Okay.
You can holster and draw your weapon with the H key.
Holster that.
Well done, Cadet. You're not going to break the Academy record, but your score was more than satisfactory.
Thank you, Captain. Do you have an assignment for me now?
Absolutely. I have a new first officer. Congratulations.
First officer, sir?
Yes. You should be proud of your accomplishments here, Cadet. You have a promising career ahead of you in Starfleet.
Thank you, sir. It'll be an honor serving with you.
First officer, way to go! Just a little jealous, I'll admit. At least now you'll get to boss us all around like you've always wanted.
Oh, if only I knew it would be sarcasm. That would be funny. It's a lot of pressure. I hope I'm up to it.
You'll do great. But we should head up to the shuttle bay. Everyone else is waiting there for the ceremonial send-off toast.
Toast? That sounds delicious. I would take some of your Earth delicacy. This way. Shuttle bay.
Okay, all of the senior staff is waiting by the bar. I'm sure everyone's a bit nervous, this being our first real assignment and all. So, I'm expecting an inspiring speech out of you. Something heartwarming. Make Tavrel cry. This mission could just determine the rest of our careers. No pressure. I'll meet you over there.
Thanks for that, Flores. Big speech. Big speech. What up, peeps? Does that work? Not really. Probably not. We're gonna go the Inspire route. May I have everyone's attention? We are the senior staff of the USS Hawking. Each and every one of us has trained for the task at hand, and we are ready. I have the utmost faith in each of you. You're the best the Academy has, and together we can do anything. All I ask is that we support one another. If we can work as a team, we can accomplish our goals. To Starfleet Academy, to the USS Hawking, to her crew. And I'm going to drink some of my scotch. Now, really, there is scotch here, and it is delicious. Communications officer, Captain expects me succinct yet, and you disappeared. My assignment is acting chief engineering. All these months studying the Miranda technical man. Ooh, Miranda class. One of my favorite older ship designs. Slotted in security chief, nothing to expect, anything to do, anything exciting on a training cruise. So you're the first officer. Honestly, I'm kind of relieved. I hear Taggart is a stickler for the rules on the bridge. Medical officer. Sweet. Acting helmsman. Perfect. Out of curiosity, can my character drink? Is there... where was the bar Oh, dang. I can't interact with the bartender. Okay, that's...
Are you ready to head to the ship?
Let's go. Those are some really old shuttlecraft for the year it is. And a really old space dock.
I can't believe we're finally doing this. Oh, look at that. The USS Vesta, first of her class. She's got subsystem targeting, a crew of 750, auxiliary phaser cannons, and even a quantum field focus controller.
And a slipstream.
Wait to captain one
slipstream
someday.
drive.
But here's our ship.
The Miranda.
Miranda class, 200 crew, 2 forward weapon mounts, 1 aft. Average speed, warp 5 point nothing. She is a tough little ship, though. I think I like her. We're the final shuttle to arrive. We need to get to the bridge.
Oh, is it actually going to have you walk through the ship? That would be nice.
I'm going to check in and then head for the bridge. See you there.
Name and position?
Cadet Dracanis Chavader, acting first officer.
I have your record right here, sir. Welcome to the ship.
Where's the captain?
Captain Taggart is waiting for you on the bridge. Use the turbo lift behind me. It will take you directly there.
Thank you. Definitely heavily remodeled. But okay, let's do this.
Welcome to the bridge, number 1.
Number 1?
Early in my career, I served with a captain who called his first officer that. I always liked it. As my number 1, I expect you to ensure my orders are carried out, and to advise me on the best course of action in any situation. But first, we need to get out of dry dock, get clearance from control, and close the shuttle bay doors, then disable the tractor moorings.
Tavrel, get clearance from traffic control for the Hawking to leave the gantry.
Earth traffic control has cleared us to depart, sir.
Very good, number 1.
Flores, send the signal to close the shuttle bay
doors are closed, sir.
Very good, number 1.
Potter, wait for me to disable the tractor moorings.
Potter, take us out. 1/4 impulse.
Oh, that's a joke only people who've seen the movies will understand. Captain, may I remind you that Starfleet regulations specify thrusters only while in the vicinity of space dock.
Just checking to see if you were paying attention, number 1. Potter, take us out. Maximum thrusters.
To sit, right-click on the chair you wish to sit in.
Ah, see the lore I like.
Cleared from dry dock, Captain.
Good. Let's start with something easy. Set course for Vulcan.
Course lead in, sir.
Engage.
That was very twitchy animation.
Captain, I am picking up a distress call from the SS Break-Even. Audio only.
Let's hear it, Tyrell.
This is the Break-Even. Can you hear me? So our warp core is failing? We could really use some help here.
Let them know we're on our way. Potter, lay in a rendezvous course.
Altering course, sir. ETA 3 minutes.
Transporter room. Prepare to beam over survivors.
Sir, sensors can't read anything in the vicinity of the break-even.
Communications are out as well.
Keep trying to hail them, Tyrell.
That was very...
Number 1, let's discuss the situation.
Well, let me stand up first. And come
You heard the
over.
distress call, number 1. What do you think we should do?
Is this a test, sir? Part of training crews?
Absolutely not. We're the closest ship to the break-even, so it's our duty to assist.
It's strange that the transmission was audio only. A warp core emergency shouldn't affect communications.
Good. What do you advise?
Shields up, sir. Better safe
Raising
than
the
sorry.
shields does seem to be a reasonable precaution.
Yes, sir. It could be a trap.
I agree. Flores, raise shields. Number 1, get down to the transporter room. You'll oversee the rescue effort from there.
Aye, sir. Rock, the break-even should be in range. Missed that.
I'm getting some weird readings. I can't get a solid lock. There may be interference. Trying to compensate. I think I have it. This is a lot different than the training scenarios. Beaming them over now. Klingons!
This vessel is now property of Captain Cryptic of the IKS Chalk.
Ratak, come in. What happened? Ratak!
Doc, security is reporting disruptive fire in the transporter room, and Klingon transporter signatures are showing up all over the ship. They're
What?
boarding us.
What can I do to help?
You have the command codes to unlock an armory near your position. Arm yourself, and any security team members you find.
What about the enemy ship, sir?
We still have weapons. I'll do what I can. For now, I need you to concentrate on getting those Klingons off my ship.
Yes, sir.
Taggart out.
I wonder when getting the command codes actually happened.
Go to the armory locker in this room and interact with it to get a better weapon.
Alright, we are... Tori... Equip... Yes, that's fine. Bring that puppy out.
An item has dropped for you. Move towards the item and press F to loot it.
Looting body is fantastic.
You have recovered a hypo spray.
Yep,
You can
that's
use this to quickly heal any damage you may have suffered.
Well, at least the force screens are holding. Why aren't we using them to contain the borders?
You can do extra damage to enemies by flanking them. Try attacking your enemies on their sides or behind them.
Ratak! Okay, you're healed with the magic of like 30th century healing. Quit being a baby, get up. Or not. Sit there. That's fine. be a first-person view so badly. So badly. I loathe third person.
Number 1, we're doing our best to cripple this Klingon marauder, but I need your help. Time to show off that academy training.
I can reinforce the ship's shields.
Missions specialized to your career class are available.
Okay. Sure. Okay, fantastic.
Press C to crouch. Crouching is a defensive bonus against ranged attacks, but increases damage from melee attacks. Press X to aim your weapon. Aiming your weapon gives a bonus to damage.
Okay, you can put your hands down. Override the door. Which door? The door that I already opened. It's the door that's already opened. That's fantastic. There we go. Get off the console. Come on, get up off the ground. Go back to your job. Okay, where's the other console? Oh, of course it's the one over here.
Number 1, we've got injured up here and the Klingons could send a boarding party at any time. I need you back on the bridge.
Aye, sir. What? Oh. This is fantastic. Tend to wounded bridge crew. You're on the ground acting wounded. There we go. I can heal Riziki. Oh, there's my other one. Come on, Tervel. Get up.
Incoming transmission from the Klingons.
On screen.
is Captain Kadek of the IKS Chart. You may have forced my boarding parties off your decks, but our ship remains cloaked. You have no hope of finding us or defeating us. Your choice is simple. Surrender, or we will kill your captain and then destroy your ship.
Never.
Perhaps your captain will change your mind.
Captain?
Order your crew to surrender, Captain, or I will blow them out of the sky. It's your choice, Captain. Do you want these children to die?
Very well. Number 1. You are now the captain of the ship. Your orders. Your orders are to lock onto my combat and fire! Make me proud.
Yes, sir.
We have target lock, Captain.
Fire. Negvar warship. That shouldn't have done that much.
We've lost their signal. What now?
Actually, with it being his comm badge, that should have went straight through the bridge. But I digress.
We survived, but the Captain Taggart knew what would happen, and he gave the order anyway. Ultimate sacrifice. One that we all might be called to make someday. He trusted you to take command. All we can do now is survive. And remember him.
And I'm trusting you to keep doing what you're doing. Still one.
Alyssa Flores is now your bridge officer. Bridge officers add abilities to your ship in space and accompany you on away missions on the ground.
Okay.
All decks reporting in, sir. We took some casualties, and sickbay is full. All ship systems have taken some damage, but some are worse than others. Life support is stable, but anything else could be an issue.
Tivrel, send out a distress call.
I have been trying to get a distress call out, Captain, but something is jamming all frequencies.
Keep trying. Lisa, what's the status of that Klingon ship?
She's still cloaked, but I think she took some real damage. We're in rough shape too, Captain.
Zarva, damage report.
Still running diagnostics, sir. Took us some time to get the systems back online.
What about the break-even? Hail them, Tyrell.
Hailing the break-even now, Captain.
SS Break-Even, this is Starfleet vessel USS Hawking. What is your status?
Well, this is awkward. You're angry. I can see that. Understandable. Before this gets too carried away, hear me out. I had to send that distress signal. My options were limited while a Klingon was pointing a disruptor at my head.
Quark.
The Klingons were thorough. They even damaged my warp drive to make things look convincing. I'll never make it to safety on impulse. Don't suppose you could lend me a hand here? I'd rather not be around if the Klingons come back.
I'll see what I can do.
Increase your speed using E. Decrease your ship speed by using Q. Use W and S to move up or down. Use A and D to turn left or right.
Helm, full stop. I've stopped us this time, sir, but from now on, you'll be responsible for adjusting the speed of the...
Looks like she just needs 3 or 4 warp induction coils. We have plenty of those to spare.
Position yourself near the ship and press F to interact with it.
Well, looks like we're on our own. At least they said thank you, I guess. About that cloaked ship full of Klingons?
Zavra, do you have that damage report?
Almost done, Captain. Level 2 diagnostic shows that almost all of the plasma injectors are damaged beyond repair.
Do you have replacements?
Not enough. Plasma injectors are made to withstand quite a beating, but I think the Klingons specifically sabotaged them when they boarded us. It's an easy way to cripple a ship. I'm installing what spares we have, but we're short 3 injectors. Without them, we can't go to warp.
Any ideas, Lisa?
We're not the first ship the Klingons have hit here. There's wreckage all over this region. I can scan the derelicts and see if any of them have intact plasma injectors.
Do it.
Bingo! I found some suitable debris in the boneyard nearby. Destroy 3 of those nacelles, and we should get the parts we need.
Press the spacebar to fire energy weapons. Ship is under attack. Item has dropped for you. Move towards the item and press F to loot it.
Yeah, that guy's getting annoying.
Sir. Gorgeous technology. Type R, if I had to guess. 3.7 liter flow with shielded reservoirs and a drop flow induction coil converter and...
That's good. But remember the Klingons who want us dead. I need you to work fast.
You have your problems, I have mine. I'll need some time to get everything installed and run a level 1 diagnostic. We don't want to blow up the moment we hit warp 1.
Lisa, status
Zarva's
report.
dealing with the warp core. But until she's done, we're still stranded out here with no way to call for help. Oh, don't forget the cloaked Klingon battlecruiser. It's probably making repairs faster than we are.
Any chance we can determine what's jamming communications in this system?
Of course we can. We're the class of 2409. Tivrel has been working with the engineers, and they've pinpointed the locations of several Klingon signal jammers. That's what blocked our communications during the ambush. I recommend that we destroy the jamming satellites. We'll be able to get a call out to Starfleet then.
Sounds good.
You must be within 10 kilometers of an enemy to attack it. Use your plasma beam to weaken shielded targets. Ship is under attack. Use your torpedoes on an enemy.
And apparently it now auto-attacks rather than waiting for the attack.
Nice shot! 2 more jamming satellites left. Klingon ship took some real damage. I'll bet she's leaking plasma all over the place. We might be able to use that to find them.
Do it. We need to find him before he ambushes us again.
Understood. I'd rather not die to Klingons on my first day. Got it. I can trace the plasma signature right to the source.
Not enough of a pause there. Finally, we have an advantage.
I'll send the source of the plasma signature to navigation. It will show up on the map.
Make it so.
It's pretty far out, sir. We should use the ship's full impulse power to reach it. This will temporarily take power from other systems, but vastly improve our speed. Once we drop out of full impulse, the power will return to other systems.
Activate full impulse by clicking on the arrow. Deactivate full impulse by clicking on it again.
Multiple birds of prey decloaking. Zarva needs more time to get the plasma injectors installed. Try not to break anything else.
Incoming transmission, sir. It is from Starfleet.
On screen, Trevorrow.
This is Captain Nog of the USS Chimera. Do you require assistance?
Yes, sir. We were ambushed by Klingon marauders.
Pretty bold move to come this far into Federation territory, even for Klingons. Where is Captain Taggart?
He was captured and taken to the Klingon ships. They killed him after he ordered us to fire on his position.
And did you follow his orders?
Yes, sir.
I see. And you're the acting captain?
Yes, sir, I am.
Right. Well done, Cadet. Looks like your ship is in need of repairs. Set a course for Earth space dock. We'll get you back in one piece.
What about the Klingons who killed Captain Taggart, sir? K-Deck is still out there.
Believe me, Cadet. If he comes back looking for a fight, he'll get one. In the meantime, set a course for our position. Chimera out.
Yes, sir. How you doing on download?
58%.
Oh.
Yeah.
Informs me that we're unable to contact the Kittimer. Not good. I'm going to the coordinates to see if they need help, and I want you to accompany me. Consider this a field promotion, Cadet.
We're here, Captain. The USS Kittimer is dead ahead. Our orders are to make contact with the Kittimer and find out why they've not responded to our hails.
Very good. Set a course for the Kittimer. Let's cut through the static. Boost the signal.
Yes, sir. I will require approximately 15 seconds to make the necessary adjustments.
Understood.
What are you both doing here?
We weren't able to contact you earlier. We were escorting these cadets back to Earth space dock after they were ambushed by Klingons. Under the circumstances, I thought it wise to investigate your situation here.
I'm relieved to see both of you. The anomalies must be interfering with our communications. Where is Captain Taggart?
The cadets were ambushed by Klingons. Captain Taggart was killed in the attack, and the ship is under the command of this cadet. The Chimera was escorting them back to Earth space dock, but when we couldn't contact you, I decided to alter course and investigate. What's the situation here, Captain Yin?
I'm troubled by the anomalies in this system, and if they're affecting long-range communications, then they're doubly a cause for concern. Let's do this by the numbers. We've already launched 9 probes. Now that they're active, we can do an in-depth scan of the anomalies. With all 3 ships collecting data, we should be able to complete this quickly and formulate a course of action. Any questions?
No questions, sir. I'm confident that my crew is up to the task.
You're quite confident for a cadet. You remind me a bit of myself when I was an ensign. Of course, I wasn't commanding a ship back then. Let's see how you perform before you start claiming that chair full time.
Understood.
You can set your ship's power levels to have a focus on attack, defense, speed, or balance.
Reports indicate traces of gamma radiation, but there's something off in the readings.
Kittimer here. Are you seeing the same gamma radiation levels that we are? I'm not sure that a normal scan will be enough. We might need to do a full multiphasic reading.
I've determined that it's a problem with our sensor's tachyon settings.
My chief science officer, Commander Davis, had suggested the same thing, but it seems you're already aware of it. Good work. We'll perform a reverse tachyon pulse wave and see if that solves the issue. Report your findings once your final scan is complete.
Understood.
Deflector dish is realigned for a reverse tachyon pulse wave, sir. Picking up a transwarp signature. It's right on top of us! The board!
Activate full impulse by clicking on the
This is the emergency medical hologram aboard the USS Kittimer. I am requesting assistance from any Federation vessel in range. I've lost contact with the bridge. I am unable to contact Commander Davis for new instructions.
EMH, give me a status report.
The Kittimer is being overwhelmed by Borg boarding parties. These Borg are different than the ones in my history records. They seem disconnected somehow. They're strange, but still quite dangerous.
Can you hold out on your own? We have some problems of our own to deal with.
I am an emergency medical hologram, not a miracle worker.
Captain Nog, what should we do?
The Borg did some serious damage on the Kittimer. The EMH might be in command because no one else is fit to do so. I don't like this. The Borg haven't been seen in this quadrant for decades. This isn't a coincidence. We need the data from those probes.
What do you need us to do?
I'll send teams to aid the Kittimer. I want you to finish the scans. We need to know the extent of the Borg presence here. And Cadet, if you or your crew are unable to tackle this, speak up now. The Borg can rattle veteran Starfleet officers, and you've already gone up against the Klingons today.
I trust my crew. We'll get this job done.
Science team is analyzing it now.
What's the status of the Kittimer?
Our tactical teams have eliminated the Borg boarding parties on the Kittimer. Why do you ask?
Can we use the Kittimer to help analyze the data?
There is an 88.47% chance that you will need my help.
Agreed. Can you help the Chimera analyze the data we've accumulated in this system?
I have 75 million gigaquads of computer memory and an extensive library of files on military tactics and command strategies. I believe I can spare a few bits of processing power for you.
I do have to admit, it's cool that they use new Spock's voice for the EMH. Fine. Just keep firing.
Multiple Borg warp signatures detected.
Holy crap.
It's an invasion force. We're outnumbered. There's no way we can...
System as a staging area. Our long-range sensors are picking up inbound transwarp signatures. Their most likely target is the Vega system. There is a civilian colony there, and if the Borg take it by surprise, they'll have a large population to turn into drones.
What's our next course of
I want
action?
you to go to the Vega colony and warn them about the Borg.
What about you?
The Chimera is better equipped to hold off further Borg attacks and assist the Khitomer here. We'll do what we can to delay the Borg, but it's going to be up to you to warn the Vega colonists.
Understood. We'll set a course for Vega.
We have to make our way to Vega as soon as we can, Captain. I just hope we're not too late to warn the colony. Are you ready to go?
Engage.
Shields up, red alert.
You need to warn the Vega colony about the Borg. We'll do what we can to hold off the Borg here and repair the Khitomer. Good luck.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Now in sector space. Here ships travel at warp speed between systems. Combat does not take place in sector space. Use M to open up the map for sector space. You can click on a system to plot a course and set your ship to automatically fly to it.
How's it going, Luna?
61%.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think I'm getting on tonight.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Okay, so I have to ask, me reading out my character's voices annoying or no?
I think it works.
Okay. Because it's sure as hell so much funner. More fun. I imbibed too much at my ceremony. My celebrational ceremony.
Hehe.
We arrived before the Borg. Now my heart can start beating again. What are your orders, Captain?
Hail the colonies. We have to warn them.
Tevrel managed to establish a comm link with Willa Post, the administrator of Vega Colony. It's not a great signal, but it's the best we're gonna get. Putting her through now.
On screen.
Greetings, Captain. Is there something I can do for you today?
You're not gonna believe me. The Borg are on their way to this system. You need to start evacuating.
Repeat, please. Your signal is breaking up. Did you say the Borg? What about...
The Borg are on their way, Major. Major, wow. Let's try that again. The Borg are on their way, Mayor. You have to evacuate. Com, what just happened?
I have lost contact with Vega Colony, sir. Something is blocking all subspace signals in this area.
Like
even our
Siri,
hails to the civilian ships are not
worse.
getting through. There is a communication satellite nearby. It should boost our signal sufficiently to inform the freighters of the danger and warn the colony.
Set a course for the satellite. And by that, I mean I'll pilot myself. Oop. There we go.
Our hails are still blocked, sir. The Borg may be attempting to isolate the planet before they land. Your orders, sir.
Zarva, can we get transporter locks on the colonists?
Borg are jamming up any remote signals. It's not safe to beam through that. I think I can boost the gain, though.
Hurry, I think the Borg will be here any...
Transwarp conduits opening all over the system, Captain. The Borg are here. Those civilian ships are right in the Borg's path. We have to help them.
There's an ugly looking probe. That's better.
Target's shield has failed.
Ooh, allies are getting out.
Captain, I have short-range communications. Long-range signals are still blocked. I can contact the planet and have informed Administrator Post of the situation. However, the Borg have already landed and are moving toward the colony. It may be more prudent to retreat back to the Chimera, sir.
We're the only Starfleet vessel in the system. We'll rescue as many colonists as we can.
Borg landing craft detected nearby. Captain, there are civilian ships engaging them.
Alright, go civvies. I did that a little
You are ordered to disengage and retreat. We will cover you. All civilian ships have safely warped up the system, Captain.
was fun.
Captain, the Borg have landed, and the colony won't be able to hold them off for long. I recommend beaming down to Vega and getting as many people out as we can.
Choose your away team for your next mission. Your choices for who will be on your away team will grow as you recruit more bridge officers.
Captain, according to our readings, over half the planet is already assimilated by the Borg. At the rate they're progressing, the region we're in will be overrun in roughly 1 hour. And if that wasn't bad enough, the interference is affecting the ship's transporters.
Understood. We'll have to manually tag any survivors we find for transport. Any questions?
No, sir. I'll follow your lead.
Let's get moving, Flores.
That's one of those Borg ships from orbit. Too late. Those landing ships don't just carry drones. They can pump nanoprobes directly into the ground and the atmosphere. We need to hurry. The Borg will be in this area soon.
And they're all chanting Starfleet.
Thank
That's
you.
sweet.
We didn't know if anyone from Starfleet got our destroyer, and we don't have any weapons. But we do have some spare armor suits for you and your officer. They're in the crates next to the gate. This code will open the gate. Please, Administrator Post and some of the others are still there. You have to save them.
Press the U key to view your status or the status of your ship and bridge officers.
You're getting a rifle.
This is your character. You can also view your ship equip your bridge officer.
Science guys. Sweet. Alright.
Oh no, we're too late.
There is still no sign of the Chimera or the Kittimers.
Assimilated me by now. What's the situation? Are you bringing more Starfleet reinforcements?
We're the only ones here. The Hawking is in orbit.
I see. Then it's true. Vega is doomed. A single starship cannot hope to stop this. Still, there is more to do. Many citizens are hiding in their homes. We cannot abandon them to the Borg.
We can rescue them, but something is blocking our transporters.
I know. Coles and I have been trying to get around the interference field. Thank you for tagging the people you found and getting them safely transported to your ship.
That can't be everyone.
No, there are dozens more hiding out in the buildings. But Coles and I have a plan. We think the pattern enhancer will do the trick. With that, we can transport the remaining citizens to your ship. But first, I'd like to offer you some equipment. Vega was a trade colony, and this gear was intended to go to Starbase 65. I think you need it more.
You have my thanks. I'll retrieve the equipment and set up the pattern enhancer.
I'm out of here. Have a good night.
Alright, you too. Good night.
Pattern enhancers are working. And not a moment too soon. I can hear the Borg moving this way.
I need you to signal the citizens to come here for transport.
I'll do that. How long do you think you can hold off the Borg?
As long as we need to. Give the signal.
Fighting a crazed Klingon was the worst thing that could happen today?
Concentrate fire on the Borg. We need to keep them away from the civilians.
Where else would I concentrate fire?
Another group of civilians has beamed to the ship, Captain.
Run in front of the shooting person. That's fantastic. Be there soon. Mayor, thank you for your assistance.
Thank you for everything you've done. Even though it was impossible to save everyone, those you did save will be forever in your debt.
I'm not finished yet. Coles, you're with me.
Glad to do anything I can. I was born on Vega. There's no way I'm sitting by and letting the board take it without a fight.
All right, Coles, you're gonna see friends who've been assimilated. Don't
I know the drill.
hesitate.
Just never expected any Borg here, you know.
Sorry, Coles.
We are the Borg. Resistance is futile.
The Borg are activating the transport inhibitor. We need to disable that force field. The Borg are so... what's the word? Effective? Systematic? Evil. I'm gonna go with evil.
We are the Borg. Resistance is futile.
Anyone that can get a lock on, Captain, but we don't have much time. We need to get back as soon as possible.
Beam out.
We're packed to the brim with civilians, Captain. I don't think we could fit one more soul on this ship. Communications are still jammed. The immediate problem is the civilian ships in this system. Vega's a huge trading outpost. There are always ships traveling here. We need to warn them the Borg have taken over.
Can we reconfigure the satellite in the system to send an automated warning?
Possibly, but what we need to do is hightail it out of here with these civilians. Of course, the path to the satellites does lead away from the planet, so we could remotely reconfigure them as we leave. The message won't get very far, but anyone who enters the system will get the signal and be able to turn around before it's too late.
Sounds like a solid plan. Helm, laying a course for the first satellite.
Multiple probes inbound. I don't think the Borg like us hanging around. Never thought I'd wish I was back at the academy studying for the astrometrics final. On sensors. No way to contact them, and I can't tell if they're friend or foe.
Interesting how it just disappeared there
We
for a
held off
second.
what we could in Pollux and sent a signal out to Starfleet. These were the closest ships. Others will be arriving as soon as they can.
Glad to see you. There is no way we could have defeated a cube by ourselves.
You've been doing a great job so far. Reconfiguring the satellites into warning beacons was excellent thinking, by the way. We received the signal as soon as we arrived in the system. That's going to save a lot of lives.
Are we going to attempt to retake Vega?
It's an option for sure. Right now, I need you to protect the civilians you have on board and ensure the safety of your crew. The Kittimer will return to Earth Space Dock with you. Once you arrive, report to Admiral Quinn. He'll have more information for you.
Yes, sir.
You and your crew have done well. Coles will make a fine addition to your senior staff.
Congratulations.
We need to get the civilians to safety. And I don't think I can handle any more excitement.
Cadets arriving from Starfleet Academy must report to Admiral Quinn's office upon arrival. Condition Alpha. Repeat. Condition Alpha. Security teams, report to Docking Paris shuttle arriving at Docking Bay 6. Urgent technicians needed on deck 37. Condition Alpha. Repeat. Condition Alpha.
Admiral Sir, Dracanis Chavader reporting.
We have a lot to discuss, Cadet.
It's Lieutenant, sir.
Yes, I see that here in the report transmitted by Captain Nog. He granted you a field promotion to give you seniority over the rest of the active crew of your ship.
As a cadet, you were assigned to an Academy training cruise under Captain Mask Taggart, correct? Acting First Officer?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
I've read the reports. Facing off against Klingon raiders and a Borg invasion force within hours of leaving Starfleet Academy? Very unusual. In your own words, tell me what happened out there.
Well, you see, I had too much scotch and took control of a ship. Probably not a correct way to do things.
That's quite the story.
Yes, sir, and it's all true.
Don't worry. I have statements here from Captains Nog and Yim and Administrator Post from Vega Colony corroborating your story. All three of them cite your bravery and command skills, as well as you and your crew's willingness to put yourselves in harm's way to preserve the lives of others.
I'm a Starfleet officer, sir. It's in the job description.
And you're exactly the kind of officer Starfleet needs. I know your ship might not be the Enterprise, but I think you've proven yourself capable of sitting in her captain's chair.
Sir?
Under normal circumstances, it would take you years of work to get your own command. But these are not normal circumstances. We're at war with the Klingon Empire. The Borg have returned. I'm losing more trained officers and ships than I can spare. Ships we can build, but leaders with courage and honor? Those are harder to find. It's time to try something different. I need someone who can handle themselves in a crisis and get the best out of their crew. Even though you're young, I think you're that person. I hereby promote you to the rank of lieutenant and give you command of the ship. Don't disappoint me.
You won't regret this, sir. Your orders?
You will be assigned to the Klingon front. But first, you could use some new equipment for your ship. I have some improved consoles developed by the Starfleet Corps of Engineers. These consoles can be installed on your ship to improve its abilities. As you improve in rank, you will earn better consoles. Other ships you will command throughout your career will have space for many more. When you're done here, go see Durr's racks to customize your starship's appearance.
Interesting that an admiral's telling me to customize my ship appearance. Okay.
I've received a report there is a Bolian freighter that is overdue arriving at Earth space dock. It may need assistance. Please talk to Malcolm Sissel in the shipyard. He will have more information about the missing vessel than I do.
We're gonna skip those tutorials for now. Let's see, we need to get over to... Right there. kind of weird and sexy even. I like it. Ooh. That's kind of cool. I may have to look into that when I'm not streaming. Okay. Cool. Alrighty, folks. I think right here is where I will bid thee farewell for today. I think we had a lot of fun. I think in the future I'm going to keep it a little shorter than this. But, yeah. Overall, got some homework done. Got some fun streaming time in. I think it's a win-win. So for now, this is Lieutenant Chivator signing off.